Good afternoon. Welcome to the Personnel Committee meeting for September 4th. I'm Jen Ricketts-Wales. First on the agenda is our roll call.
Mrs. Ricketts-Wales.
Here.
Mr. Ricky.
Here.
Mrs. Burdick.
Here.
Mrs. Hanchett.
Here.
Mr. Havey.
Here.
Mrs. Root.
Here.
And Mr. Rumfeld. 6 present, 1 absent.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have Mr. Michael McCormick. Oh, approval of minutes. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry, Mike. Approval of minutes from August 7th.
Root will make the motion.
Thank you.
Ricky, second.
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you. Now we have Mr. Michael McCormick, Election Commissioner. I think he's also representing Mr. Reynolds, who is not here, to talk about our agreement with N-Tier Technology, right?
Hello?
Hi.
Okay. Good afternoon, thanks for all the duties that you do. I'm here today to ask that the Allegheny County and the Board of Elections enter into an agreement with voter registration vendor N-Tier. That's the current vendor. Next Vote is stepping away from the voter registration business. They will, however, we're under contract with them, they're under contract with us through the calendar year 2024. So through this election cycle, we're all set.
Okay,
It's what we're trying to get moving on our contract with N-Tier for the 2025
right.
election year. So that's what I'm here for today.
So the term of the agreement with N-Tier will be a 1-year agreement. No, it's 1 year. From January 1st through December 31st of 2025, correct?
That's what we're asking for today.
Okay, perfect. Can I have a motion?
Ricky will move.
Is there a second?
Hanchett will second.
Discussion.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's the difference in cost for this new system versus what we're paying now?
We believe it's going to be less. Plus, if we get out in a timely fashion with Next Vote, there's going to be, Barb told me, a $28,000 kind of rebate from Next Vote. So it's, all these vendors are pretty closely matched their charges. I mean, here and there, all depends what kind of services you want or how many more reports you want. But it's in the ballpark. We wouldn't try to get anything out of line there, budget-wise.
So it won't make much, if any, impact on the 2025 budget?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yes, Terry?
Mike, can I ask you a question? The MOE says that the cost is approximately $100,000. Is that for the 3-year contract that's mentioned in the MOE, or is that annually?
That would be what we were originally talking, was a 3-year contract.
Right, so is
would-
that 99 for the 3 years, or is
Yeah, that
that
was 90
annually for 3 years?
No, that would be for the 3-year contract.
Okay.
Yep.
So it would be approximately $33,000 a year.
So to clear up, just for the other legislators who have the information in front of them, just before our first meeting, our county administrator asked that we write this for 1 year, January 1st through the 25th, through December 31st, 25. So that's the change.
I actually think you want to move your MOE forward the way it is, and if we could talk to them in the meantime between 1 year and
Okay.
3 year, we could do that before your resolution. But I think there were just some questions we wanted to talk to the Board of Elections and the vendor about before locking into that long of a term. But that's okay. We can move forward with the MOE as it's written.
So the cost of the registration system that is listed in our paperwork is for 3 years, and if we only go with 1 year, it would be a third of that. Is that,
Hopefully and approximately, yes.
okay,
In-
approximately, yes.
In the past, when we were with NTS, it was a 5-year contract. And then with Next Vote, it was going to be a 3-year contract. So, you know, there's a good thing to say about when you're kind of with somebody
Sure.
for a while.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, any other questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay, next is the,
Jen.
yes,
Can I,
Sorry.
sorry to interrupt you, but do you think this resolution should very clearly say that it's 33,000 a year instead of because it almost sounds like the cost in this resolution is 99,000 a year.
So legislator Burdick, I have the proposed contract in front of me. So the way that so if it is a 3-year agreement, the first year for 2025 would be $31,500. The second year in 2026, it increases to $33,000.75. And then the third year in 2027, it increases to $34,728.75. So the total for 3 years is $99,303.75. So each year it increases slightly, a little bit.
I just think that the resolution should be a little clearer and actually say that the first year the cost will be this, the second year.
And we can write the resolution if it is a 3-year agreement to state specifically each year of the agreement, what the cost would be.
thank you. Okay, next is the request for a reappointing grant money.
2 grants, the HAVA grant and the Shoebox grant. They're both basically dedicated to the voters, and then for pole site improvements, ramps, interior lighting, exterior lighting. So if you just reapprove that, we have those funds available to maybe assist all of our 29 pole sites we have in the county.
Okay.
And then the other grant is for training, some of our inspectors or some of our staff, extra training that we might need for any elections or petition season that comes our way.
Okay,
Vertical move that.
thank you,
Hayden will second.
thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Mr. Healy.
Thank you. Just real quick, how's the outlook for election inspectors this year? Do you have enough or not?
Oh, thanks, Mike. Legislator Healy, we currently need about 160 inspectors. Marcy told me the other day we're guaranteed 130 have kind of moved forward with response to our training, so we're actively looking for another 30 people to help with the election day.
And this will help out with that, correct?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the training and one thing another.
Thank you.
One thing we're going to try to do, I think I mentioned it the last time, is we're going to open up, we're going to have our early voting sites in Wellsville and also at the Board of Elections in Belmont, starting October 25th, I believe, 10 days prior to the general. And then we're going to have what we described as 2 pop-up early voting sites, one in Alfred for 3 days, and another one in Houghton for 3 days, and we're going to have another one in the town of Burns for 1 day. So that'll give, we tried to cover Allegheny County geographically with the early voting. It's hard to do, but we're doing the best we can.
Good job. I like that there's one in Burns. That's great.
Yeah, no, it covers a lot of
That's right.
territory up there.
Okay, so you heard it here. 30 more inspectors are needed. So,
Yeah,
Good job. Where are we? Okay. So all in favor of this? Yeah.
Ava and Shoebox.
Yep. Reallocation, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Moved. Thank you, Mr. McCormick.
Thank you very much.
All right, referrals from committee. So we have one referral from Planning and Economic Development. Deb?
Yeah. Mrs. Sobeck Lynch requested permission to create and fill one full-time senior account clerk typist position. It is grade 10, step base 7, in the Employment and Training Department. The annual salary of this position is estimated to be between $37,000 and $45,000, with annual benefits estimated to be between $15,000 and $18,000. This position is funded with 40% state, 60% federal funds, and is included in the 2024 budget, and I will move that.
Thank you. Hatchett will second. Thank you. Are there any questions? If not, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Thank you. Is there any unfinished business for personnel? New business? Good of the order. I just have a quick question on good of the order for the administrator. I know that we've had some 4-day, piloting that 4-day week with some employees. How is that going? Has it been positive? Sorry.
So far, yes. We have, I don't know, approximately 6 to 10 departments. I don't have them all counted up that are working on it right now. Some departments don't have any employees that are interested. Some have all their employees interested. Some have a mix. To my knowledge, it's going very well. I haven't heard any complaints. The employees that are in it are really enjoying it, finding their days are quite productive.
Are we going to expand that then beyond the pilot, or aren't we sure yet?
We had a department head meeting last week and invited any department that wasn't currently in the pilot program that would like to do it to bring a proposal. There are certain rules that you have to follow to be in this, so they could come with a proposal within those guidelines. We would welcome them into the program.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else good for the order? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Root will make that motion.
Thank you.
Hanchett seconds.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
And we have finished.